Good morning, everyone. Today is the 20th of March. What is so special about 20th of March? You want to know, right? Yes, it is very special because today is World Storytelling Day. And so here's wishing you all a very happy storytelling day. And it is on this same day 3 years ago I started my company, a storytelling company, and it is called Talescope. So today is Talescope third birthday too, which is why I'm here to tell you all a very nice story. Are you ready to listen? Yes. Very long time ago, there was a village, and in that village lived a beautiful girl in a beautiful house. Her name was Sumitra. Sumitra was a very nice girl, but in the same house also lived her mother in law, and her name was Sumati. Sumati did not like Sumitra at all. Every time she saw Sumitra, she just poured hatred to her. Hey Sumitra, wash the vessels properly, I say. And remember to wash the clothes and hang it up neatly. I want all the whites hung here and all the colors there. You remember that? Sumitra, she tried really hard to please her mother-in-law, but it never happened. She was very sad that in spite of working so hard, she can never make her mother-in-law happy. One day, Sumitra's mother-in-law decided to go to the temple. She just called out to Sumitra, "Hey, listen, I am going to the temple right now and I will be coming in a couple of hours. Remember to keep the food ready by then. And remember not to waste any food, okay? It is not coming from your father's house. This is the hard-earned money of my son and my husband. You remember that?" "Yes, Amma, I remember," she said. And off went Sumati to the temple. Sumitra was sitting there preparing food at the same time thinking about her fate. "What have I done, O Lord? Why should this happen to me? I'm trying to be a very nice daughter-in-law. I want to take care of my in-laws, but they don't seem to understand me at all. What do I do?" As she was just thinking and cooking, she heard someone knock on the door. "Ah, oh my God, has she come so early? I'm just halfway through the preparation of food. What do I do now?" She just ran to open the door, but she did not see her mother-in-law there. It was a yogi. A yogi had come with his cup, with his bowl, asking for food. "Oh, my dear little one, you seem to be very distressed. Serve this yogi some food and I shall bless you," he said. She was in a fix. What do I do? If I'm going to tell this, if I'm going to give away the food, my mother-in-law is going to be really angry with me. She just recalled what her mother-in-law said. "Remember not to waste any single bit of food, you understand? Every single morsel here is precious." And then she remembered, serving someone or giving food to needy is not a sin. It is not wasting of food. She decided that she would share her portion of food with the yogi. And so she called him in and she served the food with all love. But as she was sitting there and serving the food to the yogi, came her mother-in-law inside. "How dare you, Sumitra? How many times to tell you not to just waste food?" Amma, I'm not wasting food, Amma. I'm just trying to give some food to the yogi. Poor yogi. He's a very nice man, and I think it is not a papa, Mama. And I am just giving my share, Ma. Please don't be angry with me. What is your share? You remember that the whole food, every single paisa in this house does not belong to you. You have not bought it from your father's house, you remember? And that was it. Sumitra lost it. She just looked at her mother-in-law and she said, "But in my father's house, we never send anyone hungry, Amma." "How dare you talk back to me, you little creature?" she said. She pushed the yogi out. She said, "Go away, beggar. I don't want you to even come into my house." "Amma, please don't do that. He's not a beggar. He's a yogi. Please understand, he's a yogi. Please don't do this to him, Amma," she said. But the yogi just left. And Sumitra was pushed out of the house. She didn't know what to do. She had to go to her father's house. She was walking through a jungle. Just then, there was heavy rain, everywhere pouring, and the storm blew really hard. To just save herself from this, she just climbed onto a tree and climbed onto a hollow which was there in the tree. She went inside that and she sat, and in the tiredness, she slept. But the tree happened to be the abode of two Rakshashis. They just came and they said, "Why don't we go to the golden sand place today? We'll go to the golden sand place." And that's what they decided. But one of the Rakshashis said, "I'm very tired after all the flying. Don't worry, I'll just lift this tree for you all and we will go there and have good fun." And so the other Rakshasi just uprooted the tree and she was flying to the golden sand place. And when she went there and put the tree down, both the Rakshasis just went off for a hunt. It was then Sumitra woke up and came out to stretch her legs. She was so surprised to see that the sand in that place was completely golden. She took as much as she could in her sari and she went and hid herself inside the tree, the hollow of the tree. After a few minutes, the Rakshashis came back and they took the tree again and went back to the same village. And when they were sleeping, Sumitra slowly climbed out of the hollow and she ran to her mother-in-law's place. She believed that for once she would make her mother-in-law happy. But, you bought golden sand, okay, but can't you get some more? "But Amma, I have got so much. This should be sufficient for 2 generations. For our 2 generations, I think this should be enough, Amma." "Gold is never enough, you little Sumitra creature. I don't know where to go and make you understand, how to make you understand that we need more money all the time." So saying, she said, "I am going to go and get golden sand from the golden place." "But Amma, don't go. The Rakshashis are very, very, they're not gentle. They might do something to you. They might harm you." You little creature, you have gone and come back safe. Don't you think I will be able to do the same? I'll go and get more gold and then see what my son and my husband say about you. You, she just said, and she walked to the same tree, climbed to the same hollow and waited for the Rakshashis to come. They did come. But when they uprooted the tree, they just said, "Today we'll go to the seashore." And that was when Sumati lost it. "What? You're going to the seashore? But you're supposed to go to the golden sand, right?" The Rakshashis were shocked to hear a voice coming from the hollow of the tree. They just went down to see Sumitra and they said, "Oh, so this is the lady who has stolen the golden sand from our golden sand place. I know what to do with her," the elder Rakshashi said, and she turned the tree upside down and started to shake the tree. Amma, don't do this to me. Please leave me alone." But they were not ready to listen. "We're having super fun. How dare you steal our golden sand, you tiny little creature." "You calling me tiny little creature?" "Oh yes, tiny little creature," they said and shook the tree down until Sumati fell down. She fell down somewhere where nobody knows where. And as for Sumitra, she's happily living with her husband and her father-in-law in the village, hoping that someday her mother-in-law would come back. Thank you so much for listening. Tata and bye-bye from Talescope.